podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
You're listening to Achtung Millwall, broadcasting from the beautiful South Birmingham. Accept no substitute.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome, dear listeners. I've gone and got myself over to the den more than a touch early. It's 2:30 as I record these pre-match thoughts and musings for you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Achtung Millwall. You're joining me here in South Bermondsey on a beautiful, brilliantly sunny day. It's cold, 0 to 1 to 2. I think at the high points today. I bet there are Canadian, Swedish, American listeners laughing their behinds off. But it's British cold, kids, and it goes through you in a way that the dry colds elsewhere in the world don't seem to, in my experience anyway. You're joining us for the Mill versus Swansea game, the fifth game over this Christmas period, if you include that debacle up at Blackburn on the 20th of December. One win, of course, that great win against Bristol City here. I'm losing track of the time. That was about a week ago, was it? 2 draws versus Ipswich and Southampton, and of course the loss at Blackburn. This is actually a crucial game for us this afternoon, dear listeners. 5 points then over a potential 12. That would normally be perhaps disappointing. There's been some really good performances in that mix, not least the draw down at Southampton on New Year's Day. Today is the 4th, so that's just 3 days ago. The whole Christmas scene is so compacted, so much football pressed in such a short space of time that it must be really quite wearing on the squad. Your Lions this afternoon, dear listeners, changes again from Saturday's lineup. We've got Crocombe in goal. I think we're going to go 4-4-2. I'm going to speculate, listeners. Crocombe in goal, backline Kramer, Cooper, Taylor, Sturridge did really well down there at St Mary's Saturday. A midfield 4-ish, I don't know, Aziz, Mitchell, Negley, Ballow, and up front Ivanovic comes back in, and another start from Macaulay Langstaff. So I've laid that out on my notes here in a 4-4-2 formation because I'm a dinosaur from the prehistoric eras, and I like 4-4-2. Speaking to the club programme notes, do you speak to them or do you write them? You're writing the club programme notes. Alec Neil says he was delighted with our application performance on New Year's Day at Southampton. So was I. I thought it was a really strong performance down there. Should have nicked it really with that late chance for Turno Ballo, and also a magnificent effort really by Macaulay Langstaff, taking the ball on the turn and lifting it onto the roof of the net. I thought it had gone in real time. And as Alex Neil says here, we've got 2 clean sheets against sides that were in the Premier League last season, and we're unbeaten over the Christmas period if we discount the Blackburn game. Good stuff, dear listeners. Other news from the Mill scene as we've got time on our hands. Alex Neil, speaking about that Ballo chance, says that 99 times out of 100 Ballo would have got that. It was actually a brilliant save by the Southampton goalkeeper. I think it hit him in the face, but in that business it doesn't matter where it hits you if it doesn't go in the net. But Alex says most times, 9.9 times out of 10, he would have got that. And the other big news, of course, listeners, everyone following the Mill scene, or most of us anyway, very pleased to see that Jake Cooper's contract has been extended by a season. So it's the end of 26-27 season. New contract, keeping at the Championship side till the summer of 2027. As I just said, 30 years old, just played 411 times for the Lions. He's 2 games away from becoming equal 5th on the Lions list of all-time appearance makers. Magnificent player. I regard him as a rock in our club, and 1 or 2 opinions online I've seen where people are questioning his abilities. He's certainly got physical presence, having stood near him on a couple of occasions. Ball control-wise, I don't know. He's not the Maldini, is he? But he does a really fantastic job for us here at the Den. And what more can you ask for? Well, here come the 2 teams, dear listeners, on this beautiful sunny afternoon. Joining me is occasional contributor Lee Harvey Oswald, but not the Kennedy assassin, Lee.
That's right, yeah.
Welcome to the Den, mate.
I could be up front, I might hit something.
Here come the 2 teams. Lions, of course, dear listeners, in their familiar blue and white. Swansea in all white, their traditional colours. Is this a must-win? It feels a bit like a big game for us to get 3 points from this to stay in the race. I understand from Lee that Coventry got beat, so the race in the division is a very tight one. You don't want to fall behind. So, yeah, I'm going to make this a must-win this afternoon. It is a beautiful cold afternoon though. The sun is now setting. The Doctor stand is illuminated in the sunshine. The rubbish incinerator, it looks like the Kohinoor diamond illuminated amidst the crown jewels of Bermondsey, listeners, off in the distance. Floodlights are on and it will get dark early because it's that time of year. Yeah, I was over here early doors, listeners. It's a Sunday. I've lost track of which day of the week we're on now, and I gave myself a normal Saturday afternoon journey time to drive across from the east side, the dark side, to God's country. And I switched through in 20 minutes, where normally it takes me 40 minutes, 45 minutes. So I was here a touch early. But no worries on all that front. We're just going through the pre-match routines out there, listeners. Another huge performance is needed, like we saw down there at Southampton, listeners. Maximum effort. We went very, very close late with the chance of Ballow and Langstaff. Magnificent save by their goalkeeper, in truth. And then they gave us a heart flutter in return. The last moment, I think the ball sailed in real time. It was sailing into the net. It went past the post, and we come away with a magnificent point from Southampton. So those are the fine margins, as the cliche has it, of modern day football. I was just saying to Lee before the kick-off starts, listeners, I was reading an article in the Observer about the rather damp squib record of the Premier League, signing big money strikers. They were talking about Gyökeres of Arsenal, Højlund of Manchester United. You know, you're talking about 40-50 million pound strikers who can't score a goal for toffee. I say that just because a lot of people around the Mill scene talk of the need for us to get a goal scorer, and they're not easy to come by, dear listeners, to say the least. And a lot of money can get wasted at the top level. We'll see what January brings. Anyway, it's going to be Swansea to kick us off. And as per the teachings of the Venerable Bede, Millwall will be attacking the away end in the first half. Writing in the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle, strange but true, listeners, strange but true.
I think I remember reading about that in my archaeology degree.
It's just in there, mate. It's in there, yeah.
There's some tablets.
I don't know how he knew. He was a man of vision. A man of vision. We are underway, listeners. Swansea 35 favouring the short sleeve shirt and gloves look. A look that is not tolerated at the Den, is it? It induces a lot of fiery opinion online when you do that, if you're wearing a Millwall shirt anyway. Oh, that's a wayward pass from the 15 back to the goalkeeper. Langstaff nearly in with a tackle on the goalkeeper there whilst they were trying to fumble around with it. That was a wayward ball back from the centre half of Swansea there. To the goalkeeper again. They keep favouring this goalkeeper sweeper thing, isn't it? That's in there from beautiful take there by Femi Aziz. He drifts inside. He's still got the ball. Inside is Macaulay Langstaff. He gets the ball back, lifted onto the roof of the net. Lovely, lovely play, Millwall. That was beautiful cut back there from Macaulay Langstaff, listeners. Combining with Aziz on the right side there. Big moment. That was actually desperate flapping the ball by the goalkeeper, and it lifted it, looped up onto the roof of the net. And it comes. Evades everybody. This is Negley on the right side. Gets past his man, beautifully done. There's a curling shot back at the way the last goalkeeper's beginning to work out here, listeners. That was a fine save. Palms it away for another left side corner. Aziz again with the left side corner in. Deep, deep, deep. There's a header onto the roof of the net. That was Kramer, I believe. Goalkeeper's gone on the floor with a strategically placed injury. The blight of the modern game, the goalkeeper going down injured. There's a wayward pass there. It's gone back, cleared in the face of Ivanovic. One or two in the crowd saying he could have put a bit more into it, but the goalkeeper was on it first, listeners, in my opinion, anyway. And I speculate the gentleman calling for more effort wouldn't have been the fastest themselves over 100 metres. Well, 15 minutes, dear listeners. Some bright stuff being played by Millwall. Got a couple of moments of going close. No goal. But so far so good, in my opinion. Swansea haven't really shown anything at all. They come into this game with 2 wins under their belt over the Christmas period. It was West Brom they beat, and I think I saw Oxford. Both 1-0s, if memory serves. Ball into Ivanovic. He finds Aziz on the right flank there. Nicely done by... There's a ball into the middle. That's a beautiful goal. Oh, off the line there from Aziz following in. Wow. Flick header from Ivanovic. The goalkeeper gets behind it, and then the rebound from Langstaff. Also, the goalkeeper gets behind it. Magnificent goalkeeping there by Swansea 22, 16 minutes. Wow. Right, so I called that was a close run thing there, Lee.
It's happening again, isn't it?
What, the whole syndrome?
Oh, no,
Good goalkeeping. Top goalkeeping. Got to be fair there. Right side corner then, listeners. Here we go. Aziz takes into Taylor, and it is cleared. Great tackle there by Negley. That should shut up the Negley fan club. I can't hear them today, so I was playing well. Great take from Langstaff. His shot is edge of the D over the bar. Give the boys due. He's doing a lot of hard work. He went reasonably close to that shot. It was well worth a go from that distance. 21 minutes. Here we are, halfway through the first half, dear listeners. It's been bright stuff. Bromwell by far the better of the play. 2 great chances in swift succession for Ivanovic, and a header from Ivanovic, and then that follow-up point-blank effort from Macaulay Langstaff, and great goalkeeping in fairness. So it's so far so good. Can we keep it going? Let's wait and see. This guy's receiving some treatment in midfield as I speak. 15's on the floor. He's a big man, listeners, but he's hurt himself more than he's hurt Mihailo there. I think he headed him in the back of the head. In error, I would think. In the cartoons, they would have had like little dicky birds flying around his head, or stars. You would see stars, wouldn't you? I was looking on the Millwall shop, just seeing that advertised on the boards. Let's just wait and see this break down the left side for Swansea. Back across the face of the goal, finally. It was a moment. Clearance is deflected into a white shirt, so Swansea will pick up half. That was a decent ball across our 6-yard box. Thankfully, no one lurking there. 26 minutes, yeah, on the mill.co.uk shop site. You can pick up the company whose name shall not be mentioned, My Guava. You can get Mill-sponsored shirts with My Guava written on them. Relatively cheap, 33 quid. For anyone that's not bothered about the sponsorship, or maybe for the rarity value, they might acquire value, mightn't they? Like penny blacks and the philately market. Wicket Group now is the sponsor of choice. 27 minutes, a little bit of Swansea possession at the moment, listeners. They're passing the ball around. They had that cross across the goal a few moments ago, which was probably their most dangerous moment, in fairness, but they are knocking the ball around continental style. Forwards to the 30s, a chance, a little break through. This is the man who's offside. He put it wide anyway, but offside. Sturge on the left side, what can he do? It's a cross in, that's a lovely little take and turn by Ivanovic. Falls into the path of Macaulay Langstaff. Saved by the goalkeeper, fell into the path of Macaulay Langstaff. He would have expected to have got that, in fairness. Battered away again by the goalkeeper. He's performed a couple of miracle saves for them in this game so far. But lovely take and turn by Mihailo Ivanovic. Big chance there. Two succession of big chances in the game. Left side throw-in, Zach Sturge. Short to Ivanovic. That's a beautiful take and turn. Beautifully taken by Femi Aziz on the chest on the right side now. He's got Kramer. Oh, that's a shot into the... Oh, there's a Ballo. Almost overhead kick in as the goalkeeper batted it away. The action's coming too thick and fast for my words, listeners. I'm freezing cold here. My tongue couldn't move quick enough there. It was a great shot in from Femi Aziz. The goalkeeper got behind it. And then Ballo tried to overhead kick it into the net, and it just got away from him. I'm going to make that 3, 4, 5 chances to score from Millwall now, which have gone begging.
He's standing on his head at the moment, this keeper.
Yeah, I know, he's performing miracles out there. He won't use London Bridge, he'll walk across it. Here comes Aziz down the right flank now, listeners. Mill really got searching for this goal. He's got himself tackled. There's going to be a throw in over by the right side corner flag. We're on 36 minutes. Negley with Kramer on the right side from the throw in. In it comes. Little flick header on. There's Jake Cooper. There's Ivanovic. Takes and turns. Beautiful stuff. Mihailo Ivanovic. 1-0 Millwall. At last. Dear listeners, 37 minutes. That's a great take and turn by Mihailo. He looks on fire. No. Beautiful take and turn by Mihailo. A baby move there for Femi Aziz. Big congratulations to Femi and his partner. The birthday, I think the daughter I read. Lions lead it 1-0. Let's have a look at the replay. Yeah, that's a goal poachers. Serie A level goal poaching nearly. But that feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
Those floodgates are open now, yeah?
Well, I'll settle for 1-0 to be honest. I suppose outstanding figure of the first half has to be that 22, the goalkeeper, who apart from obviously the goal which separates the two sides, has made a series of magnificent saves in very close range. In Millwall terms, I'm going to pick out Kamil Negia the first half at least, and Ivanovic, who are both combining very, very well. 4 minutes added time. That's a ball over the top. The 35 has got pace. Great save. The shot was on target. I think he's actually outpacing Sturge down that their right, our left. Shot was on target and batted away by Max Crocombe there, listeners. Ball down the line. This is Ivanovic running hard and well on the right side. He gets a ball into the middle. Goalkeeper takes. There's half time. I've made that a good half of football by the Lions. Lions lead it 1-0 at the break. That goal from Mihailo Ivanovic, but 3 or 4 good chances there, Lee.
Very, very good.
Yeah,
very
good entertaining stuff. So it's at the break, Millwall 1, Swansea City 0.
Achtung, Millwall.
Well, welcome back, dear listeners. The team, Millwall are out. Certainly Swansea are just appearing after their half-time conflab. Lions leading, of course, 1-0 thanks to that goal from Mihailo Ivanovic. I thought it was a pretty good half of football overall by Millwall. Unlucky, really, other than some wonder saves from their goalkeeper, not to be more than 1 goal ahead. But it's a slender 1-0 lead at the break. Langstaff kicks us off for the second half, listeners. Big 45 in front of us. It'll be a big win if we can pull this off. This is Swansea coming down our right side. It's going to go for a right side corner off the boot of Billy Mitchell there, listeners. Early chance for Swansea to claw themselves back into the game. And it comes. Rolls back out rightwards. And Negley challenging there. And it comes again from the right side. There's an equalising goal, the 5 at the far post as it floated across the 6-yard box. Poor defending, in my opinion. 1 each. Frustrating. I'll have to see that again, listeners. I don't know that was the best defending I've ever seen of all time, but we'll see. Put in at the far post by the big central defender, the 15. There we are. Even Stevens again, 47 minutes. Was it Bristol we conceded straight after half-time? Was it that game? We were leading 1-0. We conceded an equaliser straight from as the second half began. Cooper caught out there. Again, the tide of the game has just turned slightly against Millwall, listeners, in these opening moments of the second half. It just seems to be a little bit laxer. Maybe Swansea quicker into the challenge. I don't know. But certainly at the moment, 51 minutes, this is a free kick for Swansea, but we're just looking a little bit off it as the half has started. Neil can't quite get the foot on the ball. Space here for the 11, I think, on the right side. Ball into the middle. Sturge will win a throw-in. Oh, it's just a little bit on the rocks at the moment, dear listeners. Need to calm it down and get a grip. Always great advice for someone in the midst of a crisis. Calm down, get a grip. 1-2 down the right side, the ball into the middle. That should roll through to Femi Aziz, and does. Away he goes on the right side. The 16's chasing him down. What can Femi do here? It's caught. The referee gives nothing. How is that not a foul? Just as he was lining up to cross, he gets taken down. Referee lets play flow. To Swansea, I mean. This is ball in from Kramer trying to find Ball on the left side there. Referee's incurring the ire of the dead there, listeners. Rightly so. That's a diabolical decision. Oh, Crocombe's had a rush of blood to the head, listeners. He's come out of his area, almost beaten by the 9 there, almost an open goal. Strong danger of Max Crocombe losing the plot there, but we do get away with it with a throw-in somehow. But you don't want to see that too often. In the first half, our passes forward were finding our man, now increasingly finding white shirts. It's, like I say, it's a bit of a nervous period for us. 58, 59 minutes. Swansea pressing us much harder in the second half than they did at all. They didn't seem to do it at all in the first half. And we've not responded terribly well to it, I think. This is the 10 on the left side, with Kramer with him. Shot is high over the bar, thankfully. No danger there. We're on 60 minutes. Aziz with the left side free kick. It's deep. Bouncing around off the line there. I think that was Negley in there, I think.
Headed 2 runs to count these things.
Yeah, I know. Headed downwards and cleared, but there we are. Another chance goes begging. 62 minutes, 63 minutes. The goalkeeper's made about 4 or 5 very top level saves, listeners. Little 1-2 movement down the right side. It's a free kick. For the moment, given a penalty there. Dangerous free kick, actually, as that winger took on Sturge. He's been caught for pace a few times, Sturge. Yellow card for him. Right on the edge of the penalty area, right side. Another yard, it would have been inside. Here it comes, it's short. It's one of the training ground routines. Battered off the line there by Crocombe. Great save. It took and turned. There's an offside given. Wow. Terrific save by Max Crocombe. It was fired in. It was a nice routine. Unexpected move there. Fired in on goal, and Max Crocombe was down well there. That was another goal-saving moment there. Billy Mitch. We're on the press here. Left is Aziz. Billy Mitchell, will he have a go? Oh! Shot just over the bar. Good effort, Billy Mitchell. Not known for his shooting boots, is he? But that was on to inches over there. 76 minutes. Looks like it's going to be Joe Bryan for Sturge coming in. Andy Marku. And that looks like Derek coming in as well. So Sturge comes out, listeners. Negley gone off and Derek's come in. Oh, I thought I'd give it away. Jake Cooper playing with my nerves there, listeners. A ball across our own penalty area, but it just about gets away with it. This is Aziz. Finds Kramer, ball into the box. It's in the area, bouncing up high. Cleared. As far as Jake. Billy Mitchell now. He's got Aziz in space on the right flank. What can he do? Balls into the middle. Oh, headed down and off the line by the goalkeeper. Has performed another miracle. Header on target, downwards. Probably just not enough power on it. The goalkeeper got down and batted it off the line.
Never been right.
Yeah, he can't take fault of the goalkeeper. 84 minutes, listeners. Another top save there from the boy. Little breaks for Swansea on the... Joe Bryan does well to put it into touch. Actually, it's a Swansea throw-in over by the right side corner flag, listeners. We're coming towards 89 minutes, ticking towards 90. There'll be some added time, but not huge amounts, I don't think, in the second period. This is Swansea on the right side of the Mill penalty area. Shot tipped over. Wow. I thought that was going to loop in for a moment. And Crocombe and tipped over. It's going to be a left side corner. It's been a frustrating second half, in truth. The first half was at times blistering by Millwall. We had a series of chances, close range chances, which their goalkeeper, as he did a few moments ago, has done really well to save and keep out. And then we got cold at the start of the second period. It's been 1-1 ever since. This is a chance now for Swansea. Left side corner. As we go past the 90-minute mark. In it comes. That's cleared. And they're both 4 minutes. 4 minutes added time. The second half, no, Swansea have pressed us harder and have moved with more intent. And the lines have gone off the ball. I don't really quite know how to handle that approach. We've gone close still. A couple of moments, not so many as in the first half, but this is a chance now for Arrivederci. Just right at the centre circle, just inside the Swansea half. Chipped forwards. Balls to, and it was Kramer, I believe. Taylor, sorry. Shot blocks, gone for a left-sided throw-in. Doughty to take. Doughty to whip the ball in, which he does. Listen to me! It's Kramer! Then goes wild, listeners! Far post headed in. Kramer or Taylor, who was that? No idea. Does it matter? Far post, the ball's headed in from close. Late. Again, Millwall. Taylor. Wow. All whipped in at pace by Arrivederci. Taylor, it turns out to be. Yes, it is Taylor up on the big screen. Sending it then berserk, listeners. 2-1 Millwall.
That bloody keeper still got a hand on it.
Yeah, he nearly kept it out, didn't he? Drama! Drama at the Den, dear listeners. Wow. Added time goal there, must be 90 plus 1, 2, something like that. Bloody hell, listeners! That added time goal from Caleb Taylor proves decisive. It finishes Millwall 2, Swansea 1 after a second half where I thought we'd really gone off the boil. Swansea, I thought were looking a better side for large chunks of that second period after some magnificent goalkeeping by their goalkeeper, in all truth. Man of the match, I'm going to go for Mihailo Ivanovic, but it was a great, never say die team performance. So well done, Millwall. It's light show time. So a big thank you, Lee. Thanks for coming on the show, mate. Got to meet you, mate.
It's never in doubt.
Never in doubt. Never in doubt. And here's the Crow.
Achtung, Millwall.
Welcome back, dear listeners. Joining me to chew over the cud of yesterday's fantastic, dramatic, dare I say, late win for the Lions is the man himself, Merv Payne. Good morning, Merv.
Morning, Nick, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Absolutely. It was a Happy New Year in Bermondsey yesterday. Remarkable game overall. Very dramatic finish. I suppose we've got to open it up by just doffing our cap at the Swansea goalkeeper, Vigouroux.
Yeah, Vigouroux.
He was earning plaudits from all directions. I missed the standing ovation he got. It was a very rare accolade to get an opposing player to get a standing ovation, but he got it yesterday from the stand.
Yeah, whether he'd have got it if he palmed away Caleb Taylor's last-minute header or not, I don't know.
Well, there's an open question.
Yeah, no, he thoroughly deserved. I noticed he was getting a lot of praise from all sides on Twitter or X.
Yeah, absolutely.
As were, I actually saw a Swansea fan comment that we were the best team they played, which is quite quite a switch from Bristol City a week or so ago, isn't it? Or just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it's a loving. It's a loving, Merv.
Yeah, so a bit bizarre all round, really, but yeah, can't complain.
No. I mean, it was a blistering start. Obviously, it was I believe it to be a 4-4-2 formation. Anyway, I'm never quite sure on these formations, but Crocombe in goal, the back line, Kramer, Cooper, Taylor, and Sturge. I'm going to say midfield 4 here: Merv, Aziz, Mitchell, Negley, and Ballo, and Ivanovic and Langstaff up front. It was a blistering start. We had chance upon chance upon chance, kept only at bay by the top class goalkeeping of Lawrence Vigouroux. I suppose one of the bits I picked out early on and from the game really was the attacking threat that Caleb Taylor is representing these days, Merv. It goes under the radar a little bit in game, but every move that generated anything of any kind of danger had an element of Caleb Taylor in, including, of course, the winning goal deep into added time. Good player.
Yeah, he is. He's come on in leaps and bounds. When he first, I mean, obviously we signed him right at the start of the season, and it was a bit of a mystery how he didn't seem to get off the bench, and even when we had injury problems, he didn't seem to get a look in. And and then when he did, he looked a bit nervous and a bit edgy.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's taking him time to settle in, like it does a lot of players. But he's certainly settled in the last few games, hasn't he? I mean, like I say, he's attacking threat. The goal against Southampton, the run and pass, which unfortunately was just slightly offside, which could have given us a win against Ipswich.
Yeah.
And then that winner yesterday. I mean, he gets in great attacking positions and gets crucial goals, which is always great for a centre back, especially as Cooper can weigh in with goals as well. So
I think he's taking. I mean, obviously traditionally our one attacking threat from defence, if you like, from set pieces was Jake Cooper, whereas now Kramer and especially I think Taylor are kind of providing alternate points of attack. And I think it was his knockback, Merv. I've looked at the highlights a couple of times. I'm sure it was Taylor's knockback that led to the opening goal for Ivanovic. It was a kind of a crossing from the right and then nodded back, I believe, by Taylor for Ivanovic to kind of do a really swift turn on the spin and slot it home for 1-0.
Great finish, yeah. And I think Ivanovic does look a bit more comfortable, a bit more dangerous in a sort of traditional 4-4-2, perhaps. And brilliant goal. Because my fear up till then was we'd had so many chances.
Yeah.
That it looked like a classic. I mean, in all my optimism, I actually posted on X, so this has got 0-1 written all over it because we were so on top. And then thankfully, we scored. But even then, you sort of thought, are we going to sort of pay the price for not going into half-time with a better lead?
Well, that's right. Yeah.
And it did look like we were going to get punished because, Swansea are one of the form teams. I think they're up.
Yeah, they came into it with a couple of wins on the bounce.
So we keep playing these teams in form and keep seeing them off at the den. But again, I think the way we bounce back from that adversity when teams equalise is brilliant as well. We're seeing a whole new side to the team.
Well, it was a body blow to concede, and we've done this a couple of times. I was trying to look on the the results. I think at Bristol we conceded pretty soon after half time, and there's been a couple of occasions where we seem to have not made it very far into the second half without a goal going. We just seem to come out a little bit cold after half time, and certainly that was the case yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think sometimes you maybe have to give the other team credit as well because they probably decided to give it a good go at the start of the second half. Similarly, I think Macaulay Langstaff, and I thought he did well.
Yeah, he did.
He got a bit of criticism for the chance that he missed. But then when you look at it again closely, it's just another bloody good save, really.
Fantastic saves. There was one
because I've got to give the keeper credit, but Langstaff looks like I think if he gets a run, then I think he'll do well. But sometimes the opposition probably feel like they've got nothing to lose, go for it the second half, but maybe we are a little bit cold, not sort of alert to that, but hopefully.
I suppose it's just something you've got to keep in mind. I mean, we've gone so close so many times that these double saves. I mean, we've mentioned Ivanovic. Langstaff is a good call because I like him, and I see the same stuff online of people digging him out. There was the only one I think there was one double chance where Ivanovic got a flick header on the first one of the two. Yeah, and I just think it's great goalkeeping that kept him at bay.
Yeah, exactly. You've got to give the other team credit sometimes. Yeah.
The second one was a similar one. There was one after that, and I think again Ivanovic was involved, and it fell to Langstaff, and that's probably the only one I thought, well, yeah, you probably should have got that one. But again, good
Yeah,
goalkeeping.
yeah, you got to leg out to it. Yeah,
And he had a shot from distance that went narrowly over the bar. But I just like his industry, Merv. I think that's what's.
definitely.
I'm sure that Alex Neil is seeing that quality in him, and is liking the fact that with Ivanovic having shouldered such a burden, especially over this Christmas time, it's good to see him
Yeah,
just take a bit of weight off his shoulders a little bit.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
Would have been great to see him get a goal yesterday, but there we are. But yeah, I mean, after the break, obviously they equalised early. I thought after that blistering first half, we just went a bit off the ball, and I think Swansea raised it a little bit and took the game to us rather. There were a couple of moments where Crocombe was actually called in. We're talking about Vigouroux as a great goalkeeping performance, but Crocombe was no slouch. He made a save at the end of the first half, Merv. I think it was like a near post shot.
Yeah.
I thought it might have been going wide in the stadium, but my angle
Mm.
a bit deceiving. Actually, it was a great save because it was on target, and he did another one in the second half as well, another save. So hats off to Max Crocombe, who I think is another player that gets a bit of, a little bit of criticising online at times. But he had one bad game at Blackburn. Apart from that, he's been pretty consistent for us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying you could argue the whole defence had a bad game at Blackburn, really, didn't they? And I've
Yeah.
always said most of the time a goalkeeper was only really as good as his defence is in front of him.
Yeah,
Um,
no, that's true.
and I think a lot of the criticism comes from Crocombe's sort of background, that he's sort of he's a bit he's older and he's played mostly lower league football. But then I was curious to see what Vigouroux's background is, assuming that Swansea have signed him from.
Burnley player.
Yeah, I think he spent time at Swindon, and
Swindon.
He's 33. He's a Chilean international, but he spent a lot of time in the lower leagues
Right.
or the lower divisions, and so it goes to show, really. I think you haven't got to, good keepers can come from anywhere, and
Yeah.
and I think Crocombe has been, on more occasions, he's been far better than bad this season, without a doubt. And I think
Yeah.
I think
No,
someone on X that,
absolutely.
is he? Would you describe him as a top quality Championship keeper? Maybe not, but he's certainly doing a good job for us.
Well, it's going to be an interesting January, Merv, to see where the signings come in. Obviously Langstaff is doing his best to make a case for himself. We'll see whether he stays or goes. Ivanovic, obviously, and they've got the return of Coburn at some point. I'm not sure when.
Hopefully,
when he might make a comeback. So it's going to be interesting to see who we do sign. Whether goalkeeping is an area of concern. I think certainly as a backup, we've got the Bender still with us, but that I can't see that continuing. He's not really getting game time.
No, if he's on loan, he's not getting any time. Then
he might as well go home, mightn't he?
Yeah, well, Fulham might want him back. Might want to send him somewhere else. And it might be better for us to get someone who's going to properly challenge Crocombe or come in and do a job if Crocombe gets injured or suspended or whatever.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I want to mention Negley, who I thought did very well yesterday.
Yeah.
I got told off online the other day for not mentioning Negley, which was just one of those you can't think of everything in the moment. But I thought he did very, very well. As of course the man himself, Femi Aziz, we look so much more dangerous with Femi back in the side.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
attacking threat down the flank, and the quality of crossing is raised instantly. So two great performances, and I, as we've mentioned, Ivanovic, I've liked what I've been seeing from him recently. So
yeah, it's not all about scoring 15, 20 goals a season. It's sort of
what other work you do. But great team performance,
It gives defences a lot to think about, and I mean, the position we're in going into the new year is unprecedented. I think someone posted the points total from 26 games is our best ever in the Championship. I think I don't know. If
I can imagine it is. Yeah, I mean, I've not checked that.
Yeah, I would be surprised. Certainly in terms of the calendar year, which is pretty much what Alex Neil has overseen, because he came in just over a year ago, end of December, didn't he?
Yeah.
In terms of calendar year results, we're second in the table, which again is staggering.
It's incredible.
The injury problems we've had, the turnover of players.
Yeah.
And yet to be where we are, I mean, and we're not for a couple of little late slip-ups at Oxford and Derby, we could be, breathing down the necks of Ipswich in second, or Middlesbrough in second place. So it is amazing.
Some performance, it really is. I was trying to think when we were last in, because I read the same post on X. And I suppose I'm thinking back, maybe Merv, to the McGee era when we were,
Yeah,
got to the
so,
playoff
yeah,
semi-finals. And I can't compare the two, listeners, but I'm
no,
sure we would. That'd be the last time we were vaguely in this
at
kind
this
of
level,
position.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
Um, and
In the Championship era, this is probably the best ever. But and also I think, I mean, the FA Cup. I don't know what Alex Neil's plans are for the FA Cup match at Burnley, but I wouldn't have thought he'd be risking anyone who's not
no,
100%. And I would have thought he'd take the opportunity to try a few younger players.
it's a pity we
Um,
can't scratch. They used to have scratching back in the Victorian
yeah,
FA Cups where the team couldn't put an 11 out. But it's a pity we can't scratch. I think
yeah.
but
That's assuming it goes ahead, of course, but because it's Baltic up here at the moment. But
was it right?
yeah, but I think they'll probably get the game on. But yeah, I mean, what looks encouraging as well is obviously what it means is it's nearly 2 weeks before we have to play in the league again.
Yeah, seriously,
More
yeah,
time
yeah.
for players to come back, and obviously whisper it very quietly. But I don't think we've had any new injuries. I wouldn't know for sure. Obviously, only the club know that. But yeah, I mean, it seems like we've come through the busiest time of year pretty much unscathed.
And pretty good
If we
record over Christmas, Merv. And we take away that
brilliant,
Blackburn result.
yeah,
You know,
just considering injury suspensions, yeah.
what is it? Two wins and two draws.
Yeah, brilliant. Couldn't really have asked much better than that,
No,
And fingers crossed we could go to them. And the next league game is Watford away, and they're obviously right behind us. I think
we're one
in
behind.
sixth,
One
aren't
behind.
they?
Just looking at the table as you're speaking. The only drag we've got at the moment, listeners, is that -4 goal difference, and we can maybe
Yeah, that's the
hopefully
only thing holding us back, which is
work on
a
that.
shame. But I think we could go to Watford in quite confident. Really, we've got a few players back to fitness. The rest of the team rested, and really looking good for the second half of the season.
It's also interesting that Coventry seem to have been hitting a run of bad form, and they've got lost, draw, loss last 3 games on their form.
Yeah, 1 in
indicator.
7 or 1 in 8, I think it is.
I think we go to Watford. Do we go to Coventry after that?
Yeah, Coventry
and then Charlton at home, isn't it? And so there's a big opportunity there. There's a chance to take points off of promotion rivals. I don't know if that's the first time I'm allowed to use that phrase in the season. Whether that's like cursing us, I don't know. But and also obviously Charlton, we want to win it anyway. But they're a team that we should regard as an opportunity for a good win there. So it's exciting stuff, Merv.
It is, yeah.
I must admit, as the game was drifting at 1 each towards the last few moments of added time, I thought, it felt a bit of a disappointment. It still wouldn't have been a terrible result, but it felt a disappointment. But that late dramatic winner by Caleb Taylor, well, I suppose on reflection, I should make Millwall man of the match, really, because in real time, he probably wasn't a name that leapt into my mind, but that was some performance overall when I look at
it was,
the chances.
to pop up like that and get the winner is brilliant. Yeah, and if you go back, I was thinking back of this sort of time last year and the year before, when we were pretty much in the doldrums in both. I mean, obviously 2 years back, I think we were still with Joe Edwards, weren't we?
We were. That was a doldrum, wasn't it?
And we were looking. I think we'd had a good little run at Christmas, and then we got the usual injuries. I think we got beat at Bristol City, and then we were on that long losing run, and we were staring down the barrel of a relegation fight.
Yeah.
And then this time last year, obviously Alex Neil had just come in, but we'd had some disappointing home defeats. I think Oxford and Hull beat us, and it was looking a bit bleak again. You're sort of thinking, how can we sort of turn this around? And of course, then we had the January transfer window, and the transformation in 12 months is unbelievable, and that is down in no small part, I think, to Alex Neil.
Well, in the spirit that he's engendered in the squad, because that's what got us over the line yesterday. It was just sheer bloody mindedness, the very thing that you need in a promotion push season. You need to play badly. And the second half, we didn't play brilliantly. I didn't think yesterday. We were a little bit off the boil, but we still found something somewhere to get that crucial goal. That's magnificent. I just wanted to mention Jake Cooper, Merv, to you, because he got his new contract, or an extension, I suppose, isn't it? Not a new contract. And there was one or two debates. I mean, for the most part, I think most people are well pleased. There's 1 or 2 critics of him online, as there is for everything. I was very happy to see him stick around. He's very much the rock of the club. I feel Jake Cooper is underrated, but some people don't see it that way. But I love him personally.
I'm a great believer in, and obviously it's not often that Millwall have such a turnover of players. You know, we tend to bring in a couple and every window sort of thing, and keep. But some of these, but now we've become one of those clubs that perhaps brings in quite a few players and sends and gets rid of them.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important to have that sort of constant, to someone who's been there a long time and who can sort of spread the sort of word about to the other players who come in about
what it's all about.
Yeah. And if anyone knows that, it's Jake Cooper, and obviously Sean Hutchinson was that figure for a while. Cooper was played alongside him quite a bit. And we've got people like Billy Mitchell, who even at a young age is already becoming a veteran of the club, and obviously knows the club because his family are all
fans.
Yeah. But I think it's really important because that helps to preserve the identity of the club, keeps that connection with the fans as well. So we're not just not
just another club. It was interesting. The Swansea manager, and I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but in his post-match comments was saying something about. It's a difficult place to come, the old cliche, but there will be a physical side. And I never thought of it as particularly a physical side, but he was clearly, that was his take on it. What's his name here? Vitor Matos. He says it was hard to take. It was hard to take because at the end, because Mill came really strong in the first half, really intense, and I would agree with him. But he said this was something about it was a different, a difficult place to go to, and that's exactly what we want as Millwall supporters. If nothing else, we want that, don't we?
Yeah, it's got to be the sort of success. As always for Millwall, success always started at the Den, isn't it? It always
must do.
Neil Harris always banged on about it being a fortress, and whatever Neil Harris, however he set the team up, it always was under Neil Harris a fortress. And it's another cliche, but and most teams obviously do better at home than away. But we need to have that good home record. You need to be able to rely on when teams come down and we're perhaps not favourites to win.
Yeah,
having them at the Den makes us favourites, automatically sometimes with the crowd when the place is rocking.
Absolutely. Just looking at the player ratings, there's be people reading the BBC website, listeners. Player of the match, I don't think anyone can argue with Lawrence Vigor, who's got 9.11 out of 10 star man rating. I don't think I would quibble with that at all.
Right.
From the Millwall perspective, Caleb Taylor has got 8.07 out of 10, followed by Mihailo, 7.77, and then Max Crocombe, actually, 7.41. So I think these are all fair assessments. Certainly the Millwall man of the match, I think, on balance for me, Caleb Taylor, and well done to him for becoming a very, very intrinsic part of the Millwall side, and he's forced his way into contention. That's got to be worthy of note. And on we go, Merv. Week off with the cup. I might give myself a week off with a cup game, which I'm hoping won't be terribly taxing on the podcast front.
I'll settle for a 1-0 defeat.
1-0 loss.
And it sounds terribly disloyal, doesn't it? But,
with a second string 11 up there, or third string even, I don't mind, You
just want to follow the old cliche. You just want to concentrate on the league, That's all we want. Because a cup run didn't do us any favours last season, I don't think.
No, it did the
season,
didn't
win
it?
At Leeds, obviously, but with all that went with the beat at Palace and whatever so sometimes they can backfire on you.
100%.
So I'll take going out of the cup with a whimper.
Absolutely,
coming through it unscathed, to be honest.
And we'll be back more seriously on Achtung Millwall after the Watford game, which is on the 17th of January. I'm going to say a big thank you, Murph, for joining me this Monday morning. It is Monday morning. I've lost track.
It's Monday,
I don't know what day of the week it is, listeners.
No.
And we'll be back after these messages. Big thank you, Murph. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers, Nick.
Hello?
Michael Avery here at half-time. I don't normally do these at half-time, Nick Hart and Achtung Millwall, so I'm doing a bit of a Bobby T tribute and doing during games. But I have to put it out in there before I'll forget. There's a few people commenting whether or not it's poor finishing, the fact that we're only 1-0 up at the moment. I'd say for every 10 chances that we're having at the moment, or the 10 chances we've had, on another day we score 8 of these. And I'm not saying it's unlucky or poor finishing, but their keeper is having an absolute worldie today. This reminds me of, I think it was the Exeter game about 15 years ago, where I think it only finished 1-0. But the Exeter keeper, if it was Exeter, had the game of his life, and this is very reminiscent of this. I just think a quick voice note is needed now. I'll also do one at the end because, like I say, you're reading comments and seeing stuff where people are questioning the finishing and Langstaff and Ivanovic, and some around me have. I think on another day, Langstaff and Ivanovic easily have got 2 each, and it's not poor finishing. Very good goalkeeping. Millwall playing well at the moment. My only other concern, like I say, is that games like this, better teams were put to bed by now. And we this is yet another game where, we might get the positive result, but we just need to be more careful because, they've got down the other end away from Sturge, got shots away, tested the goalkeeper, and it has been a bit squeaky bum. Just for once, I'd like Millwall to be comfortably 2-0 up at half time. And I know I've been coming down here long enough to know that don't always happen. But these are games where we need that goal difference better. We need to be comfortably in front or, they're always in it. They'll go in Swansea thinking they're still in this game. Millwall will be going in thinking they're only 4-0 up. But good half, and I needed to get out of the way now. We'll voice note at the end, Mr. Hart and Achtung, Millwall. Come on your lines. And 15 minutes after I leave that voice note commending how well Millwall are playing and how we'd get it by sucker punches if we're not lucky. 1-0. Walking out the ground now. 2-1 Millwall. Michael Avery here. Third voice note of today. Just call me Bobby T. I would say made hard work of it. We did. Second half was a bit of a damp squib compared to the first. And again, their keeper was absolutely unreal with some saves he pulled off. But yeah, good 3 points in the end for Mill. Very, very good 3 points. And puts us right back up there, doesn't it? And, I said with the policeman just fell down the step. That was quite funny. I said it before the game started to a few people, and especially James, who sits next to me, that, we got 4 points over the last couple of games and ended up dropping places. So any points dropped today would see us drop again. That's how tight this division is. So I think that's a really, really important 3 points for Millwall. On another day, different goalkeeper, that's a comfortable 3-0, 3-1, 4-0 win. I think I can't say enough and keep going over how well he played, but I thought he was the best player on the pitch there, keeper, for me. Langstaff is looking more and more comfortable at this level with every game that's being played. I think he's had a really good festive period. Ivanovic played well again today. I thought the back line was good. Sturge had a couple of little slips, but apart from that, I thought we were very solid at the back. Marco came on from off the bench. He's a frustrating one because he's a good athlete, and when it all goes well and he scores his goals, he's a great addition. But he just doesn't seem to want to know at the moment, which is odd. But looking at it, still a relatively depleted Millwall squad, but we're still getting the results. So will we be there or thereabouts to the end of the season? Yeah, I think we will. I think we will, because this is a period where in the past, under other managers or other regimes, we would have slipped away. But Alex Neil clearly knows what he's doing, and he's getting the points when in other weeks or under other managers in other years, we would have lost games like today or drew. So fair play, Millwall. On the way back now, it's freezing. So fair play to everyone who came out today, because it's a cold one and a few people could have stayed home watching it on telly. But 3 points, I think that's 7 points from 9. The last 3 games, great return. And we keep going. Come on your lines.
Achtung, Millwall.
Who do you want to watch?
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.